Welcome back to Valencia. I'm Nick Harris, sitting alongside me, Matt Burt, down in pit lane, Dylan Gray. It's the final showdown.
The final front row, Lorenzo Marquez, Pedrosa, row 2, Aleix Espargaro, Cal Crutchlow. Technical problems mean he'll have to start from the back of the grid. Bradley Smith in 6th place.
Third row of the grid coming up. It's Andrea Iannone, the top Ducati, Paul Espargaro and Andrea Dovizioso. 4th row, Danilo Petrucci, Maverick Vinales, double winner here. Michele Pirro, also a winner here in Moto2.
Row 5, Bradl, Barbara and Loris Baz. Row 6, Nicky Hayden on his farewell appearance in MotoGP, ahead of Yoni Hernandez and Alvaro Bautista.
Scott Redding, Jack Miller won the Moto3 race here last year, and Mike D'Amelio. Row 8, Am West, Eugene Lafferty and Tony Elliott. And what about this last row, Matt?
Brock Parks, and yes, your eyes are not deceiving you.
Here is the front row. All the talking, everything that has been said. And here is poor old Cal Crutchlow having to start from that back row after a mechanical problem with the LCR Honda. The final warm-up lap of the season. The final showdown of this extraordinary 2015 MotoGP World Championship. Who will be champion? Valentino Rossi or Jorge Lorenzo?
GP World Champion. It's all on the line, all to play for in the next 43 minutes or so. Lorenzo versus Rossi.
Final word with you, Dylan. Conditions look per 600 journalists from all over the world. This is the sport.
Tension builds inside the factory Yamaha garage. Can Jorge Lorenzo become only the 3rd rider in MotoGP history to overturn a points deficit coming in to the final round of the championship? We're about to find out here in Valencia.
Valentino Rossi takes his place on that back row of the grid. Jorge Lorenzo is already there in pole position. 30 laps, 4.005 kilometres, 2.489 miles. The talking has stopped. The championship will now be decided out on the track.
And it's a dream start by Jorge Lorenzo from pole position. Look at Valentino Rossi streaming up the inside down into the first corner. It's going to be 99 Lorenzo though that leads the way from Danny Pedrosa, who's come through from the second row of the grid. There's Rossi trying to find his way back through the field. He's already up the inside of a few riders. Rossi now up the inside of Loris Baz at turn number 2. Lorenzo though leads the way. Rossi sinding his way through the field.
Wow, it's coming through there like a knife through butter at the moment. Pedrosa up the inside of Marc Marquez. Lorenzo though has got the dream. He's going to change. 1 lap gone.
Rossi needs help from the Honda, there's no doubt about that. Lorenzo leads over the line at the end of the first lap. Valentino Rossi then down in 15th place. He's about to move up the inside of Nicky Hayden, the 2006 world champion. Hayden will run out a little bit wide. Rossi can't find a way through on that powerful Pramac Ducati. Rossi will finally make it stick up the inside of Hayden down into the mid-third corner. This was where the championship was decided between the two of those back in 2006.
Oh, it's pretty hectic there for Valentino Rossi, trying to carve his way back through the field. There he is, 46. He lost the championship here 9 years ago to Nicky Hayden at the front. Lorenzo not able to get away from Marquez. I'm sure both the Hondas know they mustn't let him escape at the front.
Rossi having real difficulty finding a way through on number 68, Yoni Hernandez. No way through there as they run down on the brakes. There is no Rossi, brilliantly late on the brakes. He's finally past the South American. The crowd go wild here in Valencia. All 110,000 of them there cheering on their hero. Rossi then now up into 14th place. And he's up the inside of Bautista as well. Super aggressive from Rossi. He's on the charge.
Rossi on the charge up the inside of Alvaro Bautista. There is
Rossi has been completed, and Lorenzo set the fastest lap at 1:31.416. Rossi in the slipstream of Stefan Bradl's Aprilia. Rossi picks up 1 more place down into the brakes at the first corner. Valentino Rossi now up into 11th place. He's on the fringe of the top 10. Next in sight is Michele Pirro.
He is a man on a mission. He is in the zone. Lorenzo still leads at the front. Fastest lap of the race for Jorge Lorenzo, 1:30.
Lorenzo get away? That's got to be the big question in terms of the outcome of this World Championship. It's Valentino Rossi went down in qualifying yesterday. Rossi then inside the top 10 for the first time.
Now it's 12 points between him and Jorge Lorenzo. Lorenzo still leads the way at the front. The two Hondas hanging on to... Andre Iannone has crashed out, and that means that's another place for Valentino Rossi. Iannone has crashed out of the race. Now it's 12.
Iannone down at turn number 12. He gambled to run that asymmetric front tire. We were worried about it overheating on the right-hand side. Was that the issue for the factory Ducati man? Jorge Lorenzo has put in another fastest lap of this Smith in those first two sectors. So Rossi chasing down Smith for 8th place. The gap now under 0.8 of a second. Here is Lorenzo heading for the 2015 MotoGP World Championship as it stands.
Field. Here we go. It's Andrea Dovizioso, Aleix Espargaro, Pol Espargaro, Danilo Petrucci, and as Rossi got past Bradley Smith, listen to the crowd. You know he has.
Yeah, Rossi's been brilliant on the brakes going down into that turn number 8. He picks off Smith. That's where he took Hernandez. That's where he took Michele Pirro. The gap now 10 points between Lorenzo and Rossi. Are the Hondas, though, going to run into those front tyre issues? Is Marquez and Pedrosa's right-hand side of the tyre going to start overheating? We'll find out very, very shortly, because the gap between Lorenzo and Marquez, Lorenzo's eked it out again to just over 4.5 tenths of a second.
Next on Valentino Rossi's shopping list, and he has to tick off, is his great mate Danilo Petrucci. Of course, finished second to Valentino Rossi in that rain-soaked British Grand Prix at Silverstone. They raced down towards turn 1. 24 laps to go. Another epic MotoGP battle in front of 110,000 people here in Valencia. Listen to the crowd. Rossi through on Petrucci, who runs it wide. Smith goes through as well.
Yeah, it didn't look like he had to work too hard, did it, for that move on Danilo Petrucci. Petrucci had a good long look over his shoulder. Rossi then through into 7th place. Pol Espargaro in 6th. He's about 1 second clear of this battle for 7th place. Petrucci ran so wide into the Mick-Doohan corner at turn number 2. Bradley Smith was able to sweep through as well. Lorenzo, this lap number 7. Valentino Rossi has already picked up 0.4 of a second on Pol Espargaro on that Tech 3 Yamaha. Here is Lorenzo, the a second. Lorenzo marginally quicker again on that last lap from Marquez.
Here is Rossi. There's still a long, long way to go. There's still 23 laps to go. We're not even anywhere near.
Being headed by the factory Ducati of Andrea Dovizioso. With us less than a second now, coming Dovizioso in 4th, down to Rossi in 7th place. We're on board with Rossi through the Aguilera corner. Now this is where Rossi's been really strong on the brakes down into turn number 8. He's not going to be close enough to strike on Pol Espargaro on this lap.
He can really do his chances a great deal of good. There's 3 in front. He's got to snaffle them up pretty quick. He's closing on Pol Espargaro all the time. Down through turn 11, little short straight, then that left-hand kink at turn 12. Where will he make his move? Here we go, turn 12 now, up through 13, over the rise they will come. And Rossi closing on Pol Espargaro all the time. Now, can he get a run down the start and finish straight, down into turn 1?
Yeah,
the factory Yamaha against the satellite Yamaha.
This is where Rossi will be looking to...
We ride with Valentino Rossi. Lorenzo's advantage at the front, coming up to around 0.7 of a second. Dovizioso, Aleix Espargaro, Pol Espargaro, and Valentino Rossi still running in 7th place. Can he get up into 6th? We ride with him. This is where he likes it. He's up the inside. Listen to the crowd. Valentino Rossi has passed. They touch. Him and Pol Espargaro touch elbows, but Rossi has made his way through.